Kevin had actually made the pill for himself, but after what had just happened with the Alliance leader's wife hitting on him, Kevin knew that he had to find a way to make the Alliance leader trust him. That way he could protect his future by making a relationship with the Alliance leader outside of the Madam Director's influence.
Fantastic!
The Alliance leader clapped his hands happily.
If our messenger can do something like this at such a young age, the Alliance's future is in good hands. We really need more people like him.
Kevin smiled casually and dropped the pill in the leader's hand. He didn't know whether he could ever find the same rare herbs again in the future. The medicinal ingredients were extremely difficult to find. If he hadn't found them in Penny's basement the night before, Kevin wouldn't have been able to do it. But as soon as he placed the pill in the Alliance leader's hand, Kevin knew that he had made the right decision. Looking around, he could see that the other members were starting to change their minds about Kevin. They were impressed that he was putting their leader's interests ahead of his own. The Alliance leader gratefully offered Kevin a glass of wine and poured it himself. The party picked up again, and the atmosphere got a lot more festive. The Alliance leader walked over to his wife and asked her,
"Did you find out anything more about consolidation?"
"To tell you the truth, I spent a lot of time on it last night and didn't find anything useful." The beautiful director was blushing a little from the wine and tossed the little book onto the table.
"So I guess we're out of luck."
The Alliance leader slowly closed his eyes and sighed. One of the senior members stood up and announced loudly,
"Don't worry about it, sir. Do we really need to find out this secret method?"
"What he said is very true. You really shouldn't worry about it too much. You're still our leader." One of the Alliance administrators tried to reassure him. Then everyone stood up and shouted, "Long live our great leader!" But Kevin wasn't convinced that the situation was as dire as the leader had said. "Sir, I wonder if you could let me take a look at the book." The room fell silent and everyone looked at Kevin like he was some kind of fool. Nobody in the entire Alliance was allowed to read the book except for the leader and his wife, the director. The Alliance leader stared menacingly at Kevin. He could feel the leader's disapproval as his eyes burned through him.
"Just because you gave me an herbal med doesn't mean that you can breach etiquette,"
the leader snapped at him. "This is unheard of," one of the senior members exclaimed loudly.
"Even the Alliance messenger can't be so rude,"
said another. They were all upset that Kevin had tried to break one of their strictest rules. Just then, the stunning Madam Director quickly stood up and came to Kevin's defense. "Please calm down. Kevin has only been with us for a short time. You have to forgive him. How could we explain it to the Night King if we punished him for this?" The Alliance leader was unsure how to respond. He wasn't willing to listen to his wife's plea, but at the same time he had to respect the Night King. And it would be tough to maintain order if he allowed someone to break the Alliance's rules of conduct. "Please listen to what I have to say," Kevin firmly called out.
"What else do you have to say?"
Although the Alliance leader's tone of voice was very cold, he hoped that Kevin would give him a way out so the members wouldn't think he was getting weak. Kevin leaned forward. "There's something that you may not know. While your experts may be very good at appraising antiques, I think there's something wrong with the book on consolidation that you were given."
"The book was a gift from the Herbalists Society. What's wrong with it?"
The leader was furious at the suggestion. "Sir, could you just please let me see it up close before I say anything more?" Kevin was very persistent. He knew that the Alliance leader would be finished if he couldn't help him.
"I'll give you just one chance."
The leader nodded and gestured for Kevin to go to the table. Kevin took a deep breath and picked up the book on the consolidation technique. "Don't believe him," one of the senior members warned. Before anyone else could object, the Alliance leader gestured for them all to be quiet.
"If you're right, I'll reward you generously. If not, even the Night King won't be able to save you," the leader declared ominously. "First of all, while this looks like a genuine antique, the paper is too new.
How can you explain that there isn't a single sign of aging or use? Kevin spoke in a loud voice so that everyone in the room could hear him. Then he began to tear the binding off of the book. They were all shocked to see him do this. How could he have such nerve?
Kevin, do you realize I could for that?
The Alliance leader was absolutely furious. Nobody in the room dared to even breathe when they saw how angry he was. Why don't you take a look at this first? Kevin pulled out a tiny black object from the binding of the book.
It's nothing, just a little piece of leather,
the leader responded coldly. Actually, it's a state-of-the-art spy camera, no larger than a computer chip. Kevin held out the little black square in the palm of his hand. The Alliance leader took a moment to focus, and then he could clearly see the camera, along with a tiny hole in the book's cover. If Kevin had really found a spy camera, that meant that the Herbalists Society had intended to watch all of the Alliance's activities and hear all of their secret plans. Just thinking about it, the Alliance leader started to break into a cold sweat.
Do you have any proof of this accusation?
The Alliance leader asked dubiously. It's very simple, sir. Just get one of your assistants to take it to your lab and verify it, Kevin said without any sign of fear. If I'm wrong and this isn't a camera, I'll gladly accept your punishment.
It's outrageous.
The Alliance leader believed Kevin's explanation and slammed his fist on the table, smashing it to pieces.
What a vicious thing for them to do. Imagine being spied on in our own headquarters.
The Alliance leader was beside himself.
I swear to you that I'll see to it that we destroy the Herbalist Society.
All the members nodded in agreement, including the most senior leaders, and they promised to work day and night to get even with them. After a while, the Alliance leader had regained his composure and turned to speak to Kevin.
I'm sorry that I didn't trust you.
As a member of the Alliance, it's my duty to help you in any way I can, Kevin answered quickly.
Don't be so modest. You've done a great service for us today, and I'll make sure that you're rewarded.
The Alliance leader thought for a moment and continued.
From now on, you'll have free run of the headquarters property, and I'll allow you to attend any discussions we have.
Thank you, sir, Kevin replied with a smile. The senior members who'd opposed Kevin's promotion were at a loss for words. They'd been hoping to take advantage of this opportunity to get Kevin removed from his position as messenger. Instead, they'd ended up looking like fools, and he had even more power than before. None of them had ever seen their leader act so generously toward someone.
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.